All right. Well, thank you so much for joining Coffee with the Community with the Rosko Group today. Today, we have the pleasure of having Gene Grant from the Pet Wants storefront that is in Miamisburg, and he also has an e-commerce site, if I'm correct. I've had
Yes,
the
correct.
pleasure of meeting Gene at networking, and the thing that I think is so amazing about his business is he focuses on holistic care of pets rather than giving them tons of medication, taking good care of them up front with the proper nutrition and natural things to make sure that they have good health. So,
Interesting.
yes,
Perfect.
cool.
Cool.
Perfect. You
Well,
nailed it. You nailed it. I
yeah,
don't even have to
she
speak
doesn't work
anymore.
at your store now.
Right.
Laura's got
Right.
it.
I've heard
Right.
him speak that we've
Absolutely.
had several conversations about it.
I
So,
love it. I love it. Well, thanks for joining us, Jean. So
Yes.
how'd you get started? What made you interested in this?
So, in September of 2023, I left the corporate world, and was interviewing and talking to people and networking and all of that, and kind of thought to myself, I really don't want to do this anymore. I've kind of paid my dues. I've done the global travel. I've managed the teams. I've done all that stuff. So, kept kind of looking, but talked to my wife and said, maybe we should do a business together. And she was kind of intrigued by that, and she said, okay, well, let's start looking, right? And at about the same time, some friends of ours introduced us to the Pet Wants food for our dogs, and we fed them the food, and within 3 or 4 weeks, we noticed such a difference. It was crazy. I mean, we thought we were feeding our dogs well. We're clean eaters ourselves. We're very nutrition driven. But it was so dramatic. I'm like, man, this is a great product. This is fantastic, right? So I started doing some due diligence, and we looked at the business for about, roughly about 6 months. Ran the financials, talked to other owners, met with corporate, talked with people, had our final meeting, 6 months later, basically in, I'll say February, March timeframe. And we were on our way home from the corporate meetings, and my wife said to me, she said, if you land in corporate or not, I still want to do this business.
Oh,
And I
cool.
said, okay, we're in. And so we took the next steps, invested in the franchise. We are a franchise. There's
Okay.
about 145 owners across the country. The business has been around for about 14 years. It started in Cincinnati. Their first store was in Findlay Market, actually,
Okay.
and because of that, because of the fact that it was based in Cincinnati, and I would be talking to corporate folks, halfway across the country. I told the corporate folks, if I have a problem, guess what? I'm in Blue Ash in about 30 minutes. So we need to figure this out. I haven't had any problems, but it's nice to know that I have
Right.
that
They're
now.
close. I hear your
So
little
that,
dogs in the background.
yeah, your dog.
You've got your whole
yes,
marketing, people back. Your marketing.
absolutely, absolutely. Well,
Marketing.
customers are coming in, and they just got here, so they're a little wound up at the beginning of the day, but
I
uh,
love
they
that.
usually they usually settle down after a
So do you
while.
bring your dogs to work? Is that, or is it there? Oh,
Typically,
I love
yeah,
that.
typically, except on shorter days. Sunday through Tuesday, we're only noon to 4, just because the
Okay.
foot traffic is not as much. All the other days we're 11 to 8, though. So
So tell everyone where you're located. So 11.
we are at 36 South Main Street, right across from the Plaza Theater in downtown Miamisburg.
I love that street down there. There's so many great businesses down there. We love Kathy from Tom and Dots. She's amazing.
Yes, yes, she's our
And
next door neighbor.
yeah, yeah. So it's a great little street of donuts and cupcakes and ice cream and
Yep,
healthy
yep,
dogs there. So
absolutely,
Across the
absolutely.
street too.
yeah.
So that's
I,
great.
I tell people we have the perfect location. We're about midway between the candy store and the brewery.
Yep. I mean, what
That
more
is
could you
awesome.
want, right?
Exactly, exactly,
That's
exactly.
awesome.
So
That's awesome.
so it checked all the boxes. We love the product. We love the fact that everything's all natural, all digestible. There's no processing. The vendors that we represent for other products are well vetted by us and corporate. I come from the procurement side on the corporate side, so I'm used to vetting suppliers and supplier relations and that type of thing. So that checked that box as well. And we were fortunate enough to have a storefront become available. Like I said, in October. This is exactly where we wanted to be. We wanted to be right in the heart of it, right in downtown.
Yeah.
So Miamisburg is kind of our hub. And as Laura mentioned earlier, we are e-commerce as well. We deliver, but we cover really Franklin, Germantown, Miamisburg, West Carrollton, Carlisle, a little bit of Moraine, and that's kind of our area. There's other Pet Wants owners around us. In fact, there's one owner that owns the 4 territories around us. And we work really well together, and we just promote the brand, and we do joint events together. We're doing, the Hometown Expo in Springboro. We're doing that together.
So is Springboro your market or their market, and you're doing
it's their market, but we're
Got
doing
it.
the event together.
Okay.
They're all about just pushing the brand and
Nice.
getting the message out and that kind of thing. So
So wait, did
we're
you
starting.
say deliver?
We deliver. Yeah, we deliver
That's
as well.
nice.
Yeah.
So does it have to be in the fridge? Like, is it? Tell me
No,
the product.
no, it's small batch dry kibble. That's
Oh,
cooked
okay.
at low temperatures, so the nutrition is locked in, and it's actually made in Columbus, Ohio. So
For all Ohio,
it's
right?
yes, exactly, and
Yeah.
I've experienced that firsthand lately because our business has grown so much that I've had to go up there and pick up food, so I'm not running out,
That's exciting.
which is a good problem to have. Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you love most about your business?
I really love the grassroots and community outreach. My wife and I both love that. She loves it from a storefront standpoint, customers coming in, visiting, that kind of thing. I love it from a networking, getting out, working events, talking to people. And when you have a great product and you believe in your product, you don't have to sell it per se; it sells itself. So that enables you to focus on the community and other things and giving back and all that comes along with that. We do a lot of back to school events. I'm starting to speak at career fairs and talk to students and that kind of thing. Because not everybody's built to go to college and do the corporate thing, and a lot of folks would love to start their own business, and I can talk on both fronts. So kind of exciting to be doing that. And I apologize for the barking dogs. There's another customer.
You're right on brand. I mean, it's right.
Okay.
All
Perfect. Just so it's not overwhelming.
No, it's good.
Good. Yeah, so that's what I like best is really the community grassroots effort.
Yeah, we do a lot in the community as well, so I love that.
That's our favorite thing, honestly.
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Where you live, right?
Yeah.
So
yes, yep, absolutely.
Yeah. So they can come into the store. How would they order online?
They can go to Pet Wants Miamisburg Franklin, all one word.com.
Okay.
And you can go on and you can sign in there or shop as a guest or however you'd like to do that. Everything that we have in stock in the store will show online as well. It's very rare that we show out of stock. If we do, we try to get it off the website so we don't disappoint anybody. But it's all out there. Everything we have in the store here is online as well. And that's everything from treats to food. It's a very food-driven business, obviously, but we sell by the pound. We can sell you a pound. We can sell you half a pound. And we can sell you 40-pound bags as well on the dog food and 20-pound bags on the cat food. And you get a little price break when you buy in bulk. So we're able to do that as well. So we've got grab and go bags in the store. People come in, they'll grab a 5-pound bag. It happens every day. People come in and get that. So.
Gene, you have supplements too, right? You don't.
We do. Yes, we do. We have everything from calming aids to CBD product, CBD shampoos. We had a customer the other day that came in and bought CBD shampoo and said, let's see if this works because my dog's, kind of crazy. I put him in the shower and bathe him, and he wants to run out of there as soon as possible. And she came back a week or two later and she said, this stuff is magic. She said, I bathed my dog in the shower, and when we were done, he laid down in the shower. He didn't even want to get out. She said, I just dried him off, and he just walked out and laid down, and he was just chill. So
Well, some of those products I think would be so great for like 4th of July fireworks and like times when they get really anxious.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we have customers that have bought it for that too, as well. And car rides, you know, we have hip and joint relief products, digestive products. You know, as Laura mentioned earlier, we take a real holistic approach to working with, you know, your pet. They're part of the family. We try to keep away from those large vet bills, and you're not really sure if things are cured or not, or helped in any way. And we just love that part of the business too. It's just helping people with their pets.
Gosh, I mean, everybody loves our pets like they're our children, right? So
Sure.
So I think that, you know, people really want that. They want to be able to take care of them well, and I love that you're offering that. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
I mean, because, you know, I feel like now we've had a lot more focus on nutrition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this
For
is
us.
great timing rather than us to medicate all the time, focus on what we're putting in our bodies. So why not do that with our pets? So
Right. And there's some customers that come in and they're used to that mindset, right? They're like, well, do you have a pill or a supplement or a vitamin or something that can help? And we're like, well, slow down. Let's talk about this a little bit. Let's go back to the nutrition end of things. And what are you feeding your dog? And, you know, what kind of treats are you working with? And of course, there's going to be medical issues that, you know, we don't pretend to be a cure-all. We're not, you know, we're not giving them product that if the dog is sick, that is going to make them well all of a sudden. But a lot of these issues are nutrition driven, and we'd like to get to the bottom of that if we can. And help. And we've helped a lot of dogs and cats and their owners as well out there. So that's very gratifying, and it's exciting to be doing that and giving that back to the community.
That feels good. That definitely feels good. If you could have 3 words, if you could describe your business in 3 words, what would they be?
Wow. You know, we do this all the time in the networking, and I usually change it up. You know, I would say fresh, local, delivered. That kind of, you know, that's our tagline on our logo. You can see it behind me on the wall. But you know, I would say pet wellness store. Those are 3 more words. You know, helping dog owners, helping cat owners. You know, there's a number of things. You know, on the you can't see it, but on the back of our shirts we wear in the store, it says small batch, big love.
Oh, that's so
cute. So I know that's 4 words, but that's a wonderful tagline, I think, that gets the message across about our food.
For sure. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. We appreciate you sharing your business with us, and
absolutely
go check it out. I mean, who doesn't want their pet to be more healthy, right?
Yes, so. Absolutely. Well, we can help.
I love that.
Thanks so much. It was great seeing you and speaking with you again.
Yeah, you as well. We'll see each other soon, I'm sure, and enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the nice weather I think that we're going to have, and hopefully spring's almost here.
Yeah, we're ready.
Us too. Thank you so much for the time and having me on, and I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you. We appreciate hearing about your business.
Thanks, Jean.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.